Hi, how many times did you try to learn JavaScript? Did you feel so hard to learn? Maybe it's kinda hard, but at the beginning. But have you ever thought what you will be able to do after you learn JavaScript? Let me see this. So, the best words to start this tutorial is by defining JavaScript. JavaScript is a web programming language that adds the interactivity to the web page. Make the page dynamic by doing actions, not just static elements. Example, if you have a button, so whatever it's a submit button or login button, what this button do? The action that this button do. JavaScript will do this action. If it's your first time trying to learn JavaScript or not, in this tutorial I will explain everything in details, bit by bit. So I will try to split this complex block into small pieces. And of course, the most important thing is to use what we will learn by creating exercises. What you will be able to do after you learn JavaScript. You will be able to learn JavaScript libraries like React.js, Angular.js, and finally Vue.js. Those libraries like a strong weapon. It will give you the power in web development. Now let me see how we can import JavaScript in our page and type our first code. So where we can type JavaScript in the document. You can type it here below the head or within the body. So for example, let me make a simple code, but let me define a script and the type is text slash JavaScript. You can ignore this attribute, but I prefer to use it. Let me close the script and make a simple code which is alert, and let me alert hi world. Let me see. So it will alert hi world. Okay, let me type the same code and paste it within the body, but this time let me add another line. I am learning JavaScript. You notice there is something wrong here because we use here the quotation. So let we here make it double quotation. So it will alert first hi world and then hi world I'm learning JavaScript. So you can type the code below the head or within the body. Is there another way? Of course there is another way. So let we make another one external way. So here we don't need this because we will define it as a JavaScript, so we don't need to use script tag, just the code. Now let me save it here in the same folder, and for example call it alert.js. You have to save it as JS file, JavaScript file, and here how it looks like. But let me make another sentence and type how are you. But if we reload, nothing happened because we have to import this file in our page. So here below the head, let we define the directory, which is the same folder. So we just have to type the name, which is alert.js. And the same thing, type text JavaScript. Let me see now. How are you? Then hello world, hi world, hi world, yeah. And then hi world, I'm learning JavaScript. Nice. So those are the three ways that you can use to type your JavaScript code. The first one is within the body and then within the head. You can use both of them, but the priority will be for the code below the head. And finally, the external way. Finally, I want to show you some projects that JavaScript can help you to do, so you keep motivated to learn JavaScript. So the first project is to add items and remove items from a list. So let me insert one and then insert two. Just type the item and it will be added. And to remove a certain item, for example, let me remove one. So you can type it here and click remove. Then here is a card for an offer, but the offer expired because I did it long time ago, so it's expired now and I can't click to go to the offer. And then how you can create a table, just insert the number of rows and then the number of columns and create now. And you can insert data inside this table. So it's a dynamic table. And here is a game. You have to hunt the white cat and give you the score. And then hunt the black cat, green cat, and final brown cat and give you the final result and your average speed. And here is a button. When you click it, you will open another page. And when you click this button, it will close the page. Finally, here we can show the password and measure the strength for this password. Your password is strong enough and we can show the password and hide it again. So those are a bunch of projects that you can do using JavaScript. So that's everything in this lesson. I hope you realize now how JavaScript is important and you are motivated now to start learning JavaScript. So good luck and see you next time.